Hello, welcome to the theElpyDimension. Elpy is out here planting the rest of her garlic. Got a bunch there. I've got some here, this bed, and around this bed. But you might remember a short that I posted about leaving whole garlic bulbs in the ground. It was not intentional, but as it turns out, I didn't harvest, aka forgot, 18 bulbs of garlic in this bed, and I don't know how many are yet in that bed. These 3 garlic specifically are from my harvest this summer, and they, I don't know how, were all growing right next to each other. So, what do you think is going to happen? Because if you see, these 3 grew together, and they are of a pretty good size. Obviously there is one that's smaller than all the others, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cloves of garlic. And I would say this is a pretty standard size you get at the store. Whereas this one is bigger. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cloves of garlic, but they're slightly bigger cloves. See that? And this one, same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cloves. Looks like there's a 10th in there. I do not recall the variety these are. They're hardneck porcelain, and they could be Montana Giant, they could be Music, Chestnut Red, German Extra Hardy, Ivan, and I think that's all I grew last year. But yeah, like I said, these 3 were growing right next to each other. I don't know how that happened. So I'm really curious what that means for all of these. I'm going to leave them. I'm going to leave them as they are. I do need to know, though, that's quite a bit of growth. I think that's more growth than I've ever had going into winter. Another thing I wanted to show you that I hadn't, only one of these is one you might recall, or you might not. In the spring, I left the, the scape to grow. The scape is basically the flower stalk, becomes the flower stalk. I let them grow, and these, I don't know that these are all the same variety, but they grew in the same area. And in this case, and again, looking at my harvest, it's a pretty nice harvest, right? That's a nice big bulb. That's a good sized bulb, a little bit smaller than that one. And these are, I'd say, average, right? This one, none of these I left the scape on. But this guy I did. Definitely smaller than that one. Yep. But look, it's not all that much smaller than these 2 that I did not leave the scape on. So I did notice there were others that I compared. I think I have that in video somewhere, and that were growing near each other, and I could say that in some cases, yes, the one with the scape left to grow was smaller than its neighbors that didn't have a scape, that I cut the scape off of. And then in other cases, the one with the scape was the same size as its neighbors. So either way, what we're seeing here is that while these might not have all been neighbors, the one with the scape is still a nice size bulb. Still looks pretty good if you ask me. So yeah, so there we go. We got garlic that all grew right next to each other. And again, that's a good sized bulb. Look at this bulb compared to this bulb. And I know it's not a great comparison because I can't tell you each variety, but looks pretty dang good if you ask me. And then we've got garlic that the scape was left on, and it's a small bulb, but so are these two that the scape was cut off of. So yeah, that's just some of the garlic. Some of it I've eaten. Some of it I did not do well storing my garlic last year. I don't know what I did wrong, but I need to find out. I also don't want to run the risk of losing half my harvest like I did. So this year I'm going to try fermenting garlic in honey, and I'm also going to freeze some garlic, as well as research how to better store it. So there you have it. Some thoughts on some of the experiments. Well, that I didn't even do on purpose, but some of the different things about my garlic harvest from this summer, but garlic that was planted last fall, and something to look forward to in the future. My gosh, that'll be interesting. All right, appreciate your time. Be safe, be well, and bye for now.